Hey y'all, hey! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor Lauren, and here on my channel I talk about my life as a beauty queen, as a wife, and as a mama. Y'all, I don't think I filmed since the holidays, so I hope your Christmas was great. I hope your New Year was great. I hope as we are moving into the second quarter of 2025 that your first quarter was amazing. Today's video is long overdue, but we're going to do it anyway, and I have some updates for y'all. We are going to do our year in review video. I started this last year when I did 2023 in review. So now we're going to do 2024 in review, where I'm just reflecting with y'all on how my year went, what my goals are for this year. It's just, a little fun thing for us to do throughout the year. In my planner, I keep a little scrap piece of paper, and I write down the months, and like once the month comes to a close, I just reflect and write the highs and the lows of the month, and I come and I share that with y'all. It's just a way for us to reflect, for us to continue to value every day that we wake up with a sound mind and an able body and breath in our lungs. And even if you feel like you're having a mediocre or like bland, subpar, not super exciting week or month or quarter or year, there's always something to be grateful for. There's always something that God is keeping us from and protecting us from, and also something that He has planned for us. So, without further ado, let's get let's get started. Okay, so 2024, 2024 in January. So y'all know I am an egg donor. I have donated my eggs twice. So January of last year, my egg donation scheduling and surgeries and shots and all of that was really taking off. So I was at the donation clinic a lot, just doing a lot of like testing, a lot of medical testing, and learning more about like the egg donation world and what was going to be expected of me and all of that kind of stuff. So it was um, a very exciting and busy time. In February of last year, also did a video on this. I will try to link below somewhere. Y'all, February of last year, probably just days before my 30th birthday, my mom had a stroke. By the grace of God, it's been a little over a year now. By the grace of God, she is doing great. She basically has all of her motor skills back with the exception of driving. She hasn't started driving yet. Has been looking into like some driving courses and things like that. Her vision is still a little blurry on her left peripheral. But based on other stroke survivors we've talked to, and based on what her doctors are saying and everything like that, vision is the last thing to come back. People usually have seen it return within the second or the third year of recovery, and she just hit her first year of recovery, so there's still time for her to see progress with that. But y'all, I thought I was gonna lose my mama, and I was just, it was a time. Okay, it was a time. So that was like probably one of the top three lows of my year last year. But my mama is still here by the grace of God. She's able to walk and function, and she has her memory, and she's talking, and she's traveling with her girlfriends again. And God is good. March, I had that my mom was recovering well. At that point, a month like into from when she had her stroke in February, her doctors were very pleased with how she was recovering and all of that. So mama's a fighter, and within a month of her having her stroke, she was making progress. So that was really good. In April of last year, I launched my blog, you guys. It has been a full year of queentaylorlauren.com. I will be sure to link my blog and my website down below. It's just a hub for women living graciously in every season of life. I talk about wifehood on there, singleness, pageantry, a little bit of at-home decor, motherhood. I highlight other women on there who are doing great things in their careers and their homes and communities. So make sure that y'all check that out. So in April of last year, I launched my blog. Editing Taylor here, y'all. I am working from home. Something else that I forgot to mention in April of 2024, obviously, that is me and Corey's wedding anniversary. So we celebrated 3 years of marriage in April 2024. And then we just celebrated our 4-year anniversary last month, at the time of this filming. And also last year, I got my ring upgraded because people normally say that the first year of marriage is the hardest. For us, I think it was year 2. We just went through so many growing pains. That second year of marriage, if y'all want kind of like a breakdown perspective, husband and wife, like what has been the highs and lows of our marriage, maybe I can get Corey to come and do that video with me. But I was just, year 2, a lot of the time I was just like, we just need to make it to this 3rd year of marriage. We just need to get over this hump. We just need to make it to the next year. We just need to make it to the next milestone. And we did. And I'm so proud of us because year 2 was hard. So getting to year 3, hallelujah. So for year 3, my wedding gift was a ring upgrade that I have now. I got my motto was 3 carats for 3 years. And that has been like the most hilarious and smartest thing I've ever done as a wife. Highly recommend. But I just wanted to include that as well for April. We celebrated our 3-year wedding anniversary, and I got my ring upgraded to 3 carats. That's because of everything that happened and that we overcame in year 2. I just wanted something fun and girly to be representative of kind of like that growth that we had and the growth that I had as a wife and as a mom. And I was like, what better way to, show that growth than with, an upgraded ring. So, yeah. May was my husband's birthday month, and Blair also took her annual holiday with her grandparents up north. So that was usually whenever they get her in the summer, that's when Corey and I can just kind of recharge and come closer together and relax and not have to worry so much about parenting, and we can just kind of really just date each other again for those 2 weeks that my in-laws get our daughter. So that's part of the summer when they get her. It always kind of ranges, but that's always a good time for us to just kind of reconnect. Let's see, in June, I was invited back to donate my eggs for a second time after having a successful first cycle in January. So prepping, doing all of the necessary paperwork for that, relearning the meds and just kind of refreshing for that process. I did that throughout July as well. I also auditioned for a modeling opportunity with Giovanni Elite in July. I did not make the cut. And I auditioned again this year and did not make the cut. But we're just going to keep trying, because as I'm writing these down, and I keep writing it down, audition for Giovanni Elite, audition for Giovanni Elite. 1 year is going to say picked for Giovanni Elite, And I think that's a great a great reason to do these year in reviews, reflections, because you can see, the things that didn't work out. But if you keep documenting, whether your interests shift or not, if you keep documenting, you're going to see similar opportunities, if not better ones, that will come along for you to have. So I'm going to keep auditioning because I think it would be a really cool and fun opportunity. And 1 year, I'm going to get picked for it. So it didn't work out last year, didn't work out this year, but 1 year it's going to work out. So that was my July. Still prepping for a second round of donating my eggs and audition for Giovanni Elite. August, I did donate my eggs. So June and July were like my prep months, and then I did a successful second round of egg donation in August, and then we took a family trip, Corey, Blair, and I, to the Minnesota State Fair to visit with my in-laws and my sister-in-laws, and it was so fun. I loved the fair. Cannot wait for us to go back. Super duper fun. I love a good fair. I love some fair food. Okay, so September. As I was coming off of the end of egg donation, we got medically cleared. We were excited to start, trying to continue to grow our family. Y'all know we miscarried in April of 2023. So September, I got pregnant, but lost that baby in October. So September was a high, October was a bit of a low. November, we our lease was coming up at the end of the year for the place that we were at. We've moved. I don't know if y'all noticed a different background, but November we started looking for new places to live. And November, y'all, I got pregnant again. And so then in December, we moved into the place that we're in now. Very happy here. And we were just waiting to see how viable this pregnancy was going to be. So that is the end of 2024. I'm just joking. That is the end of 2024. So now I'm going to move into 2025 a little bit. So January of 2025, we got pregnant in November, trying to see if it's viable, through December. January, I had my pregnancy confirmation appointment at 9 weeks, and we're pregnant. We are pregnant. We're having another girl. We're due late August of 2025. And y'all, I am so excited. Still have my moments where I'm anxious, but so excited and so grateful to God. Just grateful to God. After having 2 miscarriages and then doing the whole egg donation thing twice, it's just, one, it's a lot on my body physically. And the emotional toll is just another story. But y'all, I was there. That second miscarriage just really had me in not a great space. I was feeling really sad and really incapable and just really hopeless and helpless, while still trying to be hopeful, while still trying to give myself room to grieve, while still trying to be grateful for, the child that I do have. Like, Blair's 3.5. So I'm grateful. I am so grateful. And I'm about 22 weeks at the time of this filming. So we've made it to the halfway mark, and I just keep telling myself I'm trusting God for safe labor and delivery and for full term. But at this point, I've been through so much, and I have continued to feel His love and His mercy, that if He does nothing else, then this has been enough. Just me being able to get to the halfway point with this pregnancy, and losing my other 2 at 6 weeks and 8 weeks, just getting to 22 weeks has given me a lot of strength and a lot of hope and a lot of trust, and it's just been like the refueling that I need. So I'm trusting God to make it to the end, but if He does nothing else, this has been enough. So yeah, let me just I'm trying to get my thoughts together so I can convey this journey to y'all. But it's been trying. But I'm just, again, y'all, I don't even know what else to say. I'm just so grateful. Um, and for any other moms out there who are, going through a journey of infertility or pregnancy loss, just keep hanging on with, even with the little bit of faith that you have. The word tells us that God can use faith the size of a mustard seed, and mustard seeds are small. So the little bit of faith that you have, I don't care if it's hanging on by a blade of grass, honey. Like, just with the little bit that you have, just use that and hold on to that, and trust. Just trust and keep going. Don't give up. Like, I was so ready to stop trying. Um, and if it hadn't been for that little bit of faith that I had, and if it hadn't been for my husband giving me peace and encouragement, that was enough, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. So just I'm telling you, just keep going. Keep going. There is a rainbow at the end for you. And at the end of it all, it'll be a beautiful journey. It'll be a beautiful testimony. And God's glory will be seen and revealed in your journey, through your womb. And I'm so grateful. And we're having another girl. I don't know if I told y'all that, but we're having another girl. I'm so excited to have 2 girls. Like, being a girl mom is just all I've ever wanted. And now I have 2. Like, what a blessing. My chances of being Miss America's mom have just doubled, okay? So I'm very excited. I also wanted to tell y'all, I was so just down and out, and at this point ready to try anything. And I will say, I know this most recent miscarriage that we had in October, I know my first miscarriage was due to stress. I just was not ready to be a mother of 2. We were barely making the 202 mark. And I felt like I was just getting, my footing and the hang of being a mom with Blair. And I just wasn't ready. So I know that I lost that child due to stress. And I think this 3rd child that I lost, egg donation, if you're an IVF mom, egg donation is kind of on the opposite end. Being an egg donor, going through IVF, it takes such a toll on your body. Like, injecting yourself with so many hormones per day, having, these restrictions, and the emotional stress of it. And I just think I lost the 3rd baby because my body just hadn't had enough time to kind of like heal and recover and reset from, my egg donation surgeries. And I did 2 in 1 year, like 6 months apart, January and August. So it was a lot on my body, and I don't think that my body had healed and re-regulated enough for me to hold on to baby number 3. And losing baby number 3 was really really emotional, y'all, because it took longer than normal for that baby to pass. My first miscarriage baby passed in like a week. Baby number 3, it took like 2 weeks. And I just, in my spirit, it makes me so sad in my spirit, because I really feel like baby number 3 was trying so hard. I feel like that baby was trying so hard to hold on. And it was very difficult for them to split physically and spiritually from me. And I was in so much pain. Whew, okay. I was in so much pain, and I was so sad. And it took what felt like forever for that baby to pass. And just the way my body is set up, I know a lot of women have miscarriages where, you go to your appointment and the next day, like, nothing is there. I call that like a Holy Spirit baby, where the baby just disappears, and you don't have any like tissue that passes or anything, and hardly any pain. The baby just disappears. But my miscarriages have not been like that. All of my babies have passed through me. And I've had like the cramping and the pain and everything. So I hope this is not like too descriptive or graphic of an image, but I think those type of miscarriages can be especially difficult when your baby passes out of you, because you're seeing these little clumps of tissue come out of you, and it's like, oh, like, was that gonna be a hand? Was that gonna, develop into a foot? And it wrecks me. Every time it has wrecked me. um and it took baby number 3 what felt like a long time to come out, like 2 weeks. And um I just really felt, well, this is part of the reason why I've just been filming this video off for so long, because oh, I knew I was gonna be a mess. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, Lord, okay. Oh, okay. But yes. I really it took baby number 3 a long time to pass out of me, and I really felt that they were really trying to hold on, that they were really trying to hang in there and make it to viability. um and it was a really difficult connection to sever, physically and spiritually. But I love them both, and I know that both of them are in angel baby heaven. And I don't know if I will ever like be able to talk about this without crying. Like, I hope to do some pregnancy advocacy work in the future, but honey, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. But I love all of my babies that are here and on the other side, and I can't wait for this baby girl to get here. And I am still in the midst of just reminiscing and thinking about my babies on the other side. I'm so grateful and thankful to God for him bringing me this far, because I think when you are trying to conceive and you're trying to become a mom and have children, and it's not working out, and you've had losses, or you're not able to get positive tests, you're just trying to figure out what is wrong with you, if anything. You're trying to figure out if you're capable, if your body is capable. And this pregnancy and getting to this point, and by the grace of God making it to labor and delivery, is the reassurance that I needed to know that my body was capable, for me to I guess feel that God still thought me worthy of motherhood. Like, I don't know, y'all. But I just wanted to share, to encourage all of the mothers out there. No matter what, if you're trying to conceive, and just trying to get a positive, if you're trying to get pregnant and make it to viability, just please keep holding on, and please keep trusting God. And I know that there are women who have waited like way longer for their babies than I have. Like, I've been waiting for Bailey for 2 years, but I know that there are women whose waiting is much longer, has been much longer. And I just want to encourage you to be steadfast and be faithful in your waiting. What I was saying before I broke down. So after we lost baby number 3, I was just ready and willing to try any and everything. You know, I was looking at diet changes and teas and things like that because I am a God-fearing woman, but I also believe that God has put things here on the earth for us to utilize for our health and our wellness. So I said, okay, in conjunction with my faith, in conjunction with prayer, I'm going to see what else is out here that I can use to make sure that I am giving my body enough time to rest and reset, so that when God deems the time appropriate for me to get pregnant and make it to a viability point, that my body is in the best place to do so. And so that my body is well rested enough to carry. At this point, I didn't feel that it was anything, wrong with me health-wise. I feel, very healthy. When I was an egg donor, I had to get all of these like medical tests and genetic testing done and stuff like that. So I knew that, I was healthy. I think for me, because I had put my body through so many like fertility treatments and still had the desire to get pregnant in the same year, that my body was just tired and needed to reset and needed rest. And that can be hard when you're not a very patient person like me. So I was like looking for, different teas or different supplements, a vitamin or something that I could take to help with fertility, to help with womb health and all of that. And a girlfriend of mine who is actually on a journey to conceive as well told me about these teas, y'all. And if you are a mom trying to get pregnant, if you're struggling with getting a positive test or making it to viability, this is the part of the video that you need to pay attention to. She told me about these teas. It's and I'll link it below. It's a company called Wisdom of the Womb. And this lady who owns this company, she has created these, all of these herbal teas for different parts of, your cycle, menstrual, follicular, if you're into all of that kind of stuff. And her niche clientele is like women in their late 30s, early 40s trying to get pregnant, right? So she has all of these different teas when you're trying to get pregnant, when you are pregnant, teas for different parts of your cycle, teas to help with PMSing, all of those kinds of stuff. All types of teas for the health and wellness and kind of resetting and stability of your womb and your vagina, okay? So my girlfriend told me about these teas. She's trying to have a baby. She's been drinking these teas. She has seen, she's not pregnant yet, but she has seen a positive shift and improvement from, her periods. She's not cramping as much, all that kind of stuff. She also had fibroid removal surgery, so she noticed less pain on that end with her recovery and all of these things that my girlfriend was telling me about. So y'all say, let's try it. So the particular tea that I got was called the Fertile Mama Tea, and it's been months since I used it. So right after I lost baby number 3 in October, probably that week, I was speaking to my girlfriend, about my situation, and she told me about these teas, and I bought the tea that week, and I started taking it after baby number 3 completely passed out of me. So I was on the teas for a month, y'all. Mind you, I said I miscarried in October. and got a positive pregnancy test in November. I was on that tea, if not for a entire 4 weeks, definitely for 3.5 weeks. Definitely for 3.5 weeks. I think I went, when I started bleeding, I think I went to the ER on, I think I went to the ER on October 12th. And I'm pretty sure that I got my positive pregnancy test December 17th. It was like around a week before Christmas. And I did have a November period. And I'm pretty regular anyway. My periods are probably 3 to 4 days, pretty regular. My first day is always the most crampy, and then it kind of levels out. That November period was the smoothest, most cramp-free period that I'd ever had. My menstrual bleeding is usually on the darker side. It was like a medium reddish, like the blood that comes like out of anywhere else in my body. Like if I were to cut myself on my arm, it wasn't as dark as it normally is, and I wasn't cramping. So I know the tea was doing something as far as clearing me out and regulating me, right? So the tea that I got was the Fertile Mama tea. And I can't remember exactly what it says, but in the description of each tea, it tells you, okay, this tea is good for XYZ. And the Fertile Mama tea, I remember specifically, it stated being good for re-regulation of, the body and menstrual cycles and trying to conceive. So that's why I picked that one. She also has a Blissful Mama tea that you can take while you're pregnant. But funny enough, y'all, after I took these teas and once I became pregnant, I have had a tea aversion. And I am a tea girl. I have been drinking tea every morning with honey and lemon since like I started my vocal training at 9 years old. Like I always keep tea and honey and lemons in the house. But once I got pregnant, it is like disgusting to me now. I don't want it. And now I've just been drinking hot water and lemon. Like Anastasia. But yeah, it just, someone is pulling my driveway, y'all. Hold on. I think they're backing up. We moved on kind of like a busy back road, so people turn around in the driveway a lot. Okay, they turn around. But anywho, what was I saying? So yeah, so I've had a tea aversion since becoming pregnant, but try those teas. I will link it down below. Try those teas. I could not make this video without giving credit where credit is due on heaven and in earth. And the Lord made it happen, and I believe that those teas play a part as well. And I'm not trying to get like voodoo hoodoo or witchy or anything. The lady who makes these teas, she does kind of have like a voodoo hoodoo vibe to her. And on the package of the tea, I think it says something like handcrafted or witchcrafted in the USA or something like that. But my thing is, everything that I pray over, especially when it comes to things that I put on my body, everything that I pray over will bend to the authority of the Lord. And, we have, specifically around like pregnancy and fertility, we gravitate to herbs and things of the earth, right? So rosemary, mint, the rose, what is it, the rose leaf tea, rose hip something tea that they have you drink, to when you get closer to the end of the pregnancy, the castor oil, all of these things and herbs and oils that we gravitate to in pregnancy. God made that stuff too. Okay, God made the herbs. So I think whatever you are utilizing, as long as you pray over that thing, it will bend to the authority and the will of God because He created it. So I just wanted to give credit where credit was due in conjunction with those two things that I really think helped me not only to get pregnant, but to get to this point of viability as I am about to enter my third trimester. So, Wisdom of the Womb teas. I will link it down below. I will link the specific tea that I drank. Y'all, I'm telling you, I really, really, really believe that that tea helped me sustain my pregnancy. And I really think after everything my body had been through with miscarriage in 2023, 2 egg donations in 2024, another miscarriage in 2024, my body just needed rest and reset. And it needed something in it physically to help cleanse. And it was the ingredients in that herbal tea really helped all of that. So yeah, I'm gonna scream it to the rooftops once. If I ever start doing some pregnancy advocacy work, I'm gonna contact that lady at the tea company and be like, hey, can we do, a collaboration or something? Because I know it really, really helped my body re-regulate so that I would be so my body, so my womb would be in a better place to sustain a pregnancy. So yes, I think that is everything. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope I didn't get, too emotional. I hope it encouraged someone. If you know a mom who is trying to get pregnant or is trying to reach viability with her pregnancies, please send this to her. I want her to know that God has not forgotten her, that your baby is on the way, honey. Just keep going. Even with the little bit of faith that you have, keep going. Keep going. Please, 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 please keep going. Keep trusting him, and you will be on the end of it before you know it. And while you're waiting, while you're trusting, you'll be growing. You'll be getting healthier. You'll be drinking them teas, and those teas will help you out. And this time around, I've just really been trying to be intentional with wellness. Y'all know I go to Pure Barre. I've been going to Pure Barre once a week for the past year. So I'm hoping for a quicker labor this time around. I was in labor with Blair for 3 days. We are not doing that with Bailey. So I've just been trying to be really conscious of health and the energy that I will need, the mental and emotional stability that I will need being a mother of two girls at that. So I'm very excited, and I'm very grateful to God, and I hope that that y'all got something out of this, that it encouraged you in some sort of way. And I'm gonna stop talking right here, and I will see y'all in the next video.